Hey guys, Shortys Adventures, how's everyone going? So, some of you may remember or seen the my mobile mechanic video where we were going to look at a ride-on mower, and I got a flat tyre on the trailer, and then the dramas that what I had to do to get that bloody home. So that was all fixed. That was the start of the dramas with this ride-on mower. Hopefully I'm just about sorted now, but so we got new tyres for the trailer, 3 brand new tyres, chucked it on, yep, no worries, went down about a week later. Checked out this lawnmower that we were going to see in the first place. Ran well, seemed to cut good, yep, picked it up, no worries at all. Drove home, it was only 100 k's away, wasn't far, and yeah, pulled it off the trailer and went to crank it up for a bit of a burn around the house paddock, and there was nothing. It was just silent, and after a little bit of investigation, it turns out that I'm pretty sure while we're driving, the wind wore a couple of wires through, and when I went to crank it, it fried all the ignition wiring. Turns out it did a bit more than that, which is a good thing that we've got a pretty good small engine mechanic just 20 k's, 30 k's down the road, so in the city there. And yeah, so it turned out it fried the coil and the battery and fucking all sorts. It wasn't pretty. But like I said, hopefully I'm just about finished, because after finished sorting this mower out, because after I got it back from the mechanic to get the wiring done, I started, run around as you do, started mowing the lawn. And I noticed it wasn't cutting very well. Now, I know it's an old mower, been sitting for a while, so I'll show you in a minute. There's a bit of rust and shit on it. It's been sitting outside. But it wasn't cutting very well. So I jacked it up, I had a look at the blades, and they were dull. They weren't worn out, they were just dull. They'd been used. So, yep, fair enough. All right. So I'll rip them off and I'll bloody get the grinder and bloody sharpen them up a bit. Easier said than done. So one of the bolts that was holding the blades on had rounded the head off, so I couldn't get a spanner onto it. So I had to get the angle grinder out on my back underneath the mower, grind the head off the bloody bolt so I could get these blades off. So yep, no worries, got that done, sharpened the blades up, new bolts, put it back together, and I noticed that the drive belt for the cutters was it was old, obviously, it's an old machine, and I don't think it had been changed. So it was a bit hard, and it wasn't as good as it should have been. So I thought, oh fuck, I'll go and get myself a spare just in case. So I went to a couple of places here in town where I actually live, and they couldn't help me. Apparently this model mower that I bought is a bit bloody obscure, because even the manufacturer's website doesn't recognize the serial number on this machine. So I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but still, I went back to the small motor mechanic, and yeah, he was able to get a bolt in for me, which was good. It was always handy to have a spare. So got that, and yeah, started burning around and mowing the lawn around here, and tidying up the front yard and stuff like that. So yep, no worries, working away. Next thing, it started screaming at me like bloody you wouldn't believe. Yeah, it was a good thing I got that spare belt, because the belt shit itself and shredded. It's over in the shed. I'll grab it in a second, show you if I remember. So yep, no worries. Sorry, got that done, put the new belt on. Fucking runs way better now. Like, the new belt actually grips properly and isn't stretched or anything like that. So it's actually doing pretty well now. So I do have to try and find some new blades for it, which of course is its own bloody drama, because like I said, it's an obscure model, seems to be, or no one likes to recognise it for whatever fucking reason. So I'll be able to find something. It's just going to be a bit of persistent work. But the other thing, and I'll change this over here so you can see properly. The other thing is this muffler here. Now this obviously comes out through the bonnet here, and to fill it up, I've got to lift the bonnet up because the fuel tank's just under here. So every time I've got to fuel it up, I've got to take this out. Okay, sounds simple enough, but it's just sitting in there, okay? And with this restriction here, it obviously has a bit of pressure in there. So when I was running the other day, I was bloody doing the lawn, and obviously the undergrowth had all sort of died off a bit. It's bloody coming into summer here, and that muffler popped out and landed on the grass. And of course, being a hot muffler on dead grass, it started to smoulder. And yeah, so I managed to kick it off onto the driveway where there's no grass or anything like that. But yeah, that's my next project. Like it seems to be a bit of an ongoing project, but like I said, get that muffler sorted, get new blades on it, and I reckon this thing should be a goer again. But have a quick look over it all, and I'll just do a quick whip around of it, and yeah, you'll see what I mean by it being old and having sat out in the weather. So this is it here. Obviously it's a MTD, quite a well-known brand. I put a new seat on it as well because the old one was absolutely knackered from sitting outside. But yeah, I've had to patch that tyre yesterday. That kept going flat, so I got that sorted. And just because I'm working on the headlights, they still work. I've got them hardwired. Only thing is, I need a globe for that side, but that's nothing too important. That'll be piss easy to do. So there you have it. That's our mower and the bloody drums that's been going on with this freaking mower. But like I said, I think I'm just about done, and then it should be good for the next 15 years or so. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.